the game with 16 plus eliminations, and there's nothing you can do about it. Him and Vinny broke through everything, coming over not only Zexro's wrist issues, but a little bit of kind of turbulence between them. They're actually not even going to be dueling after this competition, so this will be a last hurrah, and let's see what Zexro and Vinny have to say.
We got Vinny and Zexro here. Very excited to see you guys. I know that a lot of people are thrilled and excited to see what you guys have planned for today. You both have very well in duos and solos over the course of the year. How do you think that the competition today is going to compare to the rest of the competitions that you've had leading up to the scrims, whatever the case may be?
For sure, the competition's definitely going to be hard today. Probably the hardest competition yet, but I'm very confident for us to succeed today. So.
Awesome. Well, we believe in you guys. Now, Zexro, you told us after qualifying for the last week of duos that you were suffering from some tendonitis. Preparing for a competition like this, especially at such a high caliber, there's got to be a lot of stress involved with that. How have you been physically preparing for today?
So basically, I didn't really play much, and then I would just mod review and playing the qualifier there. Started going away and then qualifier.
Fantastic. Well, we're all really excited to see you guys. I know that a lot of people are, a lot of PSN fans here all over the world. It's going to be a great day.
There you have it. That it's not all about just grinding and playing all the way to your body. You got to take care of your body. That's the actual story there. See how they perform today. We got one final group of duos that let on the floor. It's going to be Serpent and Hype, Wolfies and Rojo, Skype and Vato, Warwind and Tux, Kluja and Thomas HT, and then finally Fuzz and Ming.
I mean, there's so many players in here you can call out. Serpent with the original, can you translate it to Sunday? They won many of the semifinals, and then the last week were able to do another opportunity to actually talk to Rojo in the practice when he says he wants to play, wants to get on the stage, and knows he'll be able to enact their game plan. Tell me what it was, and I'm going to leave it anyway. So the Scream duo was kind of a little parity there between Vinny and Zexro. Skype battling a ton of wrist issues and then able to overcome it. And I got to speak with him as well, and he's like, I'm just happy. I'm glad I'm here, man. And there was a fantastic post he did about it.
He had that foot-long group where he basically went through how he lost his confidence because of his wrist issue, and then gained it back because of the support of all you guys at home who supported Skype through his journey, and the French community doing so as well. Moving on forward, Borwin and Tux, somebody I think is very interesting because they qualified and moved through the entire, they switched duos at the last second, so same thing.
And then you have Kluja, player who qualified as well for the solo competition, and Thomas, part of the Singularity, and the final duo, Buzz and Ming representing from South Korea. Unfortunately, there was an Asian team unable to make it. Buzz and Ming having won a Week 8 qualifier where there wasn't an additional spot, and on top of that, their consistent placement that coming out of the region. We had an opportunity to talk with them and have a package set up, and let's see what they had to say.
저는 밍이라고 하고 아시아에서 진출하였습니다. 저는 퍼즈라고 하고 아시아에서 진출한 사람입니다. 가장 좋은 성적을 내서 대체 선수로 뽑혀서 왔더니 이제 아시아에서 듀오 한 팀이 진출을 못해서 저희가 이제 좋은 기회를 얻게 되어서 이렇게 진출하게 되었어요. 온라인에서 성적을 인정하는 유럽 선수들과 게임하기 전에 이제 계속 어떻게 게임을 플레이할지 생각을 하고 하는 거죠. 그냥 연습을 최대한 시간에 맞춰서 하고 최대한 연습을 하다 보면
I mean, I can only imagine what is going through their heads. First, taking the top spot in a week where there wasn't a qualification spot, and then having one of the most consistently best placements, then being chosen as an alternate, and finding out you're going to be competing, having a chance to represent Asia and South Korea here, and they are very good. They're known for playing aggressively, trying to find a side, box themselves up, and get some shots towards the side of the rotation. If they can get that position, don't expect them to not be dangerous, because they will make some waves, and that's the competition. Those are all the players with the 100 best Fortnite players in the world, the 50 best duos, and now there's a duo in particular. We talked about it, the loudest duo when they're announced. They want to be the loudest duo when all is said and done. We have Mitro and Mongrel down on the floor. Jordan, what do they have to say?
We are all so excited to see these two play, and honestly, here it comes. It's one of my favorite things when I watch these guys play. Now, competing online and competing on the very, very different things, obviously. What is the preparation like going into competing at a LAN together?
Competing at LAN is definitely different. Personally, I like it more just because I like the environment, but easier. But I don't know, I just like LAN more.
Fair. You can't beat the energy in a stadium like this. A lot of people are really excited and stoked to be here, especially to see you guys play. We can't wait.
Thank you so much, Jordan. And now just those guys, they sound excited, but that's it. Enough from us talking. The 50 best duos in the world on the stage, competing for their share of $15 million ball. And I mean, 6 games away from winning $3 million to the top duo.
Just think about that. 6 games, and then we'll find out who is the best duo in the world. Hands down, no question about it. Best. 6 games. We're going to do that real soon.
Duos World Champions will be crowned, but that's it. The pre-show is over. Enough from us up here. We'll be breaking down gameplay later. We're going to toss it on inside to kick the show off. You guys have a good one.
for 10 weeks of competition leads to this. I'm your host, Golden Boy, and I couldn't be more pumped to be here because we're about to see the greatest Fortnite players in the world go up against each other in duos competition. Millions in prizing on the line, and most importantly, what's right behind me, the championship, the trophy, and the first ever Fortnite World Champion. We're going to crown that today, and it's going to be awesome. And I want to know if everyone here in the Arthur Ashe Stadium, are you hyped? Are you ready? You know what? Maybe I can't do the job, I think this will do some justice. Here is excited to get into the games, and we're going to do so in a little bit. The players are gearing up and getting ready to go. We know that each and every one of you inside of this, you had your opportunity to go out to the festival. You managed to meet up with your friends and enjoy some great times here in New York City. And obviously, our players are here to win a world championship. And the good news is we have 2 players standing by with Jordan Fisher, who are looking like they can contend for the top of the mountain.
Thank you, GB. You are a handsome man. Now, I'm going to be super honest and very forward right now when I say that I've got 2 of my favorite people in this stadium right now that are competing together. 2 of my favorite people to play with, 2 of my favorite people to watch and study. We have Sean and Aiden. Aiden, one of the most dominating controller players in the world, and he's proved it time and time again. But Sean is the most mechanically skilled of one of you on that team. You guys can play together. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, our synergy is great. Like you said, he's one of the best mechanical players. His tunnels are insane. Like, it's just insane watching him play. And just, you know, me being an aggressive player, having good aim, we really combo together well. We're going to do good.
1,000%. Now, Sean, you both a lot of fun. We all know that was a very sweaty lobby. But your thought process, your strategy going into today, tell me how that differs from yesterday and your performance there.
I think yesterday was like super fast. Usually get kills, plays well. But today we're going to go for end game, play super slow, and
fantastic. Well, we're all so excited to see you guys. GB, what do you have for us?
Always a pleasure to hear from the Ghost duo. They're going to look to go to the top, and they very well might do that. Now, I asked you guys earlier, I said, are you ready? So I'm going to ask you again, New York City, are you ready? Oh, no, I got to take the earpiece off. New York City, this is my hometown, and I know we can make some noise, so I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you ready? The Fortnite World Cup Finals start now. Let's send it over to your casters, Courage and Ninja.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City. Everything on the line here today. My name is Jack Courage Dunlop. And well, guess what? I'm joined by a surprise guest appearance, Tyler Ninja Blevins. I am so excited for today's action. Ninja, the emotion here is insane.
You have no idea, man. These guys have been playing for months, practicing, doing nothing but thinking, eating, sleeping, breathing Fortnite.
That's it, and it's all led to this. I know the nerves absolutely at an all-time.
I'm nervous right now.
I'm just casting.
I'm not even playing.
Meanwhile, they're paying for $15 million, but it's not your normal Fortnite rules we're going to be playing today. Let's take a look at the format, catch everyone up to speed. I know a lot of new eyes will be on Fortnite competitive today. And Ninja, here's the format for points. So, this is duos. If you place in the top 15 duos in this game, they earn 3 points. Top 10, they earn 5 points. Top 5, they earn 7 points. And finally, for Victory Royale, they earn 10 points. Now, those points cannot stack, meaning in a game, you can only get a max of 10 placement points. Also, 1 point per elimination. So, finding that good balance between the limbs and placements will be very key. Here's the prize money breakdown. And Ninja, you've been involved in competitive gaming for a long time. Have you ever seen anything like this?
No. I mean, you're looking at first place, $3 million. I mean, heck, I'd even settle for third at one point.
Settle for 1 point.
Settle. Close to this. This is life-changing.
Yeah, absolutely mind-blowing numbers right there. Again, everyone who made it this far, $50,000 in their pockets. Their eyes are on the top 10. They want to jump up that prize money ladder. Again, we are live right now for the Fortnite World Cup Finals. There are so many talented players here today from across the world. We want to hear your thoughts on Twitter. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Hashtag. I know we both want to produce.
Absolutely.
Who
You want to go first?
No. Who for you is your standout that you're looking to see if they can take it?
Dude, man, I gotta give it up to I think watching a lot of the World Cups after it's already qualified, hands down one of the most aggressive duos throughout the qualifications. But are they going to do that here? Are they going to go for placement, or are they going to still W key like they've always been doing?
That's typically been their gameplay of choice. They're looking at it. Mongrel and Mitro both qualifying from Europe. You see, last time they played in the week they qualified, lots of points was Loot Lake. So will that remain the same today? These early game battles increase much of the interest. We so their top players perform. This place now, Ninja, is insane.
Packed,
I mean,
man.
this is one of the most ridiculous arenas I think I've ever seen for an esports event, and I know people flooding on in from the outside. I just can't wait to get it started.
Dude, this is literally what I've been waiting for like 3-4 months. The best of the best, all in the same time. All right, qualifying matches on Sunday. You're playing against, in a lobby, maybe like 4 or 5 of the teams who are actually here right now, but now this is going to be all of them in the same lobby. Every single battle is going to be the best players in the world fighting against one another. I'm excited to watch the early game when they're landing in their spots. I'm excited to watch the mid game during the rotations. I'm going to be taking notes, and you guys should too.
Yeah. Also, other things that note to take to bring up. We're going to be playing on siphon settings here, increased material farming. You want to explain for everyone at home exactly how that all works?
I'd absolutely love to. So, unlike normal matches, when you get an elimination, all right, you're going to be granted with 50 health or 50 shield, depending on what you're missing. And that's also going to give you 1 point as well. They also drop 50 mats of each, wood, brick, and metal. So, eliminations are definitely going to pay off early game as you guys can stack up those materials.
Yep, and remember, that is when you get a full elimination, not when you knock down an opponent. Correct. So, if I knock a player, you'll see in this, a lot more times teams will meet to try to finish that elimination, get the health, go pick up the materials, maybe secure some extra loot. There's a look at the lobby screen, and Ninja, I was laughing with you earlier when the players were warming up earlier today because they got some warm-up games in. Obviously, for many of them, it's their first time in a major LAN event. They wound up going through and they were just sitting at the spawn island like they were right now. I mean, look at the build battles happening on spawn island. They're all editing, they're all aiming. None of them are just sitting still. The nerves running through them insane. The average age in today's tournament, 16 years old. Some of these guys are going to walk away with $1 million+ this weekend. At 16, what would you have spent your money on? I don't even want to know. Why did I even ask that? Probably
16, man? Just a bunch of candy and energy drinks, man. I didn't really.
So basically the same as today.
Exactly. Nothing really would change. Nothing's changed.
No, it's so much fun, man. Again, people flowing on into the venue, looking at these duos, looking at these contested areas, right? Loot Lake has been a very hot topic.
Yeah, man.
Aiden has been landing there throughout all qualifiers. You see, Mongrel and Mitro. I've been hearing some bits about, Tilted Towers and or Neo Tilted as it's now called, where they're going to go. In your opinion, right now, only 6 games. You know how detrimental it could be to your mental state if you kind of drop right off spawn and get taken out. What is your game plan? You don't care how much you play. You just go and play your game, shy away.
Man, these guys come back. They know that they're not going to players exactly how they've been practicing the last 10 they're not going to care who it's going to be. Now, me, honestly, I'd like to say that that's how I play. But, dude, in a situation like this, I think that if I saw someone contesting my drop, I'd definitely prefer to go somewhere else. Yeah. But, you know, when you have one bad game, getting over that, that's going to be a huge mental obstacle, right? You get knocked first. Yeah. That's going to be something that you're going to be thinking about in the second game, the third game. Oh my gosh, should we change our landing spots? And then if you're thinking like that, it's over.
Yeah, and I keep seeing you look down. You're like eagerly wanting to talk about this map. We have what the first map is going to be in front of us. But again, guys, there's so many exciting things going on in the world of Fortnite right now. The time modes that is actually going on. Prop Hunt, we watched a little bit of it yesterday, but again, made by Stray Kite. It's a fun little, you know, hide and go seek game almost, Ninja.
Prop Hunt is the greatest thing that Fortnite has created from creative. It is amazing. It's hilarious. I mean, we're literally getting like also just laughing hysterically. Right? We're about to, you know, make it into the incinerator and get our points. It's just so fun. I mean, you could be a toilet. You know, you want to be anything. You want to be a pink flamingo, a bus. Go for it. Dude. Go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, we've had some fun games of Prop Hunt that we play. But again, right now, live in the gameplay for free, Prop Hunt. A little bit different than the competitive settings. Obviously, Arena, it's been talked about, Ninja. This is the most played in qualifier for a tournament ever in the history of gaming. 40 million competitors, down to the top 200. To be exact, 178 because of the double qualified players.
Right.
And that is, you can't even put in like your head just how insane those numbers are.
I think it's just important to show and let everyone know that, man. Just Epic continues to change the game. Making these qualifiers online, it just allowed so many of these kids to be here today because they've been able to play it, you know, from the comfort and safety of their home instead of traveling across the world just to qualify.
Yeah.
So I think this is one of the first times we've seen something like this, qualifying like this. And I'm excited to watch these kids dominate the next freaking 4 hours, 6 hours. I'm ready to stay here all night.
Hey, I'm down to stay here all night. I have no problem with that. I'm sure the Arena is as well. When you talk about events, right, you have so much competitive experience. You've been to so many across different games and genres. The one thing that stands out to me, though, it will never feel the exact same as it does as playing at home. So for these guys, what are some tips that you can share you think that they should take into account as they're playing, maybe on LAN for the first time?
Well, do what I always tell people when they're saying, you know, hey, Ninja, going to a tournament, any advice, right? You know, it's to do exactly what you do at home, all right? If you wear socks and, you know, no shoes at home, you don't wear any socks at all, you wear sandals, you wear that. If you wear nothing but sweats and PJs when you're gaming and practicing, that's exactly what you should be wearing right now. You know, don't try to change anything up. Drink what you normally drink before the game, water, energy drink, whatever the case may be, or, you know, eat what you're going to eat. Do not change anything up. It's very important to get in that mental state of what you do and how you've been practicing the entire time at home.
I do stuff as far as, like, don't change your sleep schedule for this. Like, literally take it like it normally is now. Again, we talk about how there's $30 million on the line of the Fortnite World Cup Finals across today and tomorrow, but there's already been $3 million in prize money given away this weekend. That happened yesterday at the Creative World Cup Finals. Let's take a look.
Kitty Plays, and we're here in the player lounge right now, joined by the winners of the Creative World Cup. First of all, congratulations. Now, Scissors, how does it feel now to solidify that title?
It's kind of awesome considering I love creative mode. It's thriving, it's awesome, I love it.
Now, Tyler, did you ever believe that you guys would be here today?
Yeah, I always knew we had it in the bag. You know, we're the week 1 qualifiers. We're the most stacked team. There was no competition. Just when the last map was a death run, I knew we had that in the bag. We got some good players here. I knew Zan would clutch up, and he did just that.
You can tell he lifted the finger. He's got one coin. Grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated. Here it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger.
One jump. This group here, an extra one.
Go in blindly, like try and like change everything you do every time you fail.
Suzu, can you more with the creative? I mean, success of today. What do you continue to go for the creative maps?
I think I would definitely stay consistent with creative because I'm trying to dancing creative stuff, and yeah, definitely this is my thing.
But I want to go down the line and see what each of you guys plan on doing with that prize.
I would probably actually like saving most of the extra investments.
He's 18, and he just won $336,000. What are you going to do with the prize?
Rent. Big rent. I'm gonna be responsible. I'm gonna save my money.
I am going to be responsible and probably just invest most of it and try and get more money back.
didn't win that, Tyler. That's
correct.
What exactly happened?
That's correct. No, we got 4th place, but you know, the crew that I picked out, man, Pal, Taco, Kaz, just a good bunch of kids, man. I mean, I think, and I also got to meet a lot of the creators of maps, and just a lot of passion for these guys, man. I'm really happy that I was able to, not even me, together as a unit, we pulled in, you know, 300 or 295,000 as a team. I mean, little whips, man. You know, we were just killing it, little ice creams. But that event was so incredible. And just another thing that kind of came out of nowhere again, that Epic changed the game with creative. You know what I mean? It kind of popped up out of nowhere. All these people, so many people. There were hundreds of people here because of creative.
Yeah. And again, I know I talked to Scissors about it too. He came from his original runs he made to now it kind of inspired one of the 3 maps yesterday. For you, what was your favorite? Was it the run?
Junkyard Juke, bro.
Okay.
Hands down, Junkyard Juke is the most fun game I've ever played. I mean, if you're going to go in with a crew of like 32 people, if you can even muster up a crew of 32 people, like I want that to be a playlist where I can just go and play Junkyard Juke, and it just fills in 32 people. Hey. It's so much fun, man.
I'm with that. What about, should we get the whole squad together or not?
I'm down with it. Oh, we totally should. We should get a massive content creation squad and just go into that. It'd be the most funny thing in the world. I mean, there's nothing greater when you're a little teddy bear looking around like
it's all fun and games here. Obviously, the theme of this weekend. Things going on outside of the fan festival. There's also the Battle Pass redemption. Everyone here has got tickets, has the commemorative tickets. So many things to look back on and remember these moments. For a lot of people here, whether they're players or the individuals and fans who traveled, it's their first time to New York City. Such a legendary, iconic place to have this major event. You see again the crowd continuing to fill on in, just getting some final things set up for the game so we can get it all launched for you. But trust me, we're all eagerly awaiting the start as well. So many organizations represented throughout the weekend, and I have just received the word that we want. The game is ready to go.
First Vicroy, man. Who's it going to be, guys? All right, I want you guys to scream out your favorite duos right now, man. Let's make some noise.
Who do you think's going to win today? Scream it. I want to hear. Oh, it's gibberish. None of it makes sense.
I think I hear Mongrel, Mitro.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Finals duo competition begins right now.
This is going to be intense. I mean, there's nothing more, honestly, nerve-wracking than the initial launch. Off the bus, man. You're flying. Someone's going to die. Someone's going to be eliminated. Who's going to be the first one?
Yep.
You don't want to be the first one knocked out in the World Cup. You know, I mean, literally, I knocked him like, you know, it was the first game in the Pro-Am, and that was just amazing. You can't live that down. I don't want to be the first person knocking this.
No, for sure. As now we immediately hop on board with my pick to dominate today, Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage, and they're heading right towards Happy Hamlin, a place they've called home so many times, and this is contested. You're flying on into the game so key, and already Benji Fishy trying to put shots down range with that revolver. Area is contested. You see they're kind of split from each other right now. What their confidence is at moment.
I mean, I think they're just going to be trying to get exactly what information they get. It's going to be very important. In fact, literally every week because they're so used. They were 4 and 8. And yeah, this is exactly you're honestly at a disadvantage if you do land in the same house because you're going to be getting less. I'm interested to see how they're going to play this out. Are they going to be aggressive? Or are they going to back down?
Well, we just saw the first zone has been revealed. It is a northern side zone, so anyone in Happy Hamlet not safe. Peak, Rusty Flight, Paradise Palms, Lucky Landing, all not safe. You continue to keep an eye on this fight. 98 players remaining right now in this game. Now we mentioned some material right now. Towards the middle of the map here at Dusty Divot, and it looks like Landjock and Punisher go out very, very early in this first game to Tetra and Road members.
We're wasting a lot of material right now. You can already see it. We've got only a match left. That's 10 builds. These early game fights are always so detrimental. You have to be very, very, very particular with how many matches you're going to use if you're trying to reinforce somebody, because if they get there and shoot you out and have no match, I mean, you're left with literally nothing to match yourself with.
And look at the advantage that you now have. Tetra hasn't had any shields, but because 2 eliminations come on through, he gets both. That's 50 shield per limb, putting him at max HP, and now he can completely change how he takes this fight. It's not like the normal games where you're still stuck at 100 health and you might second guess what you want to do. You might play a little bit more passively. No, because of those early limbs, they now have Dusty Divot to themselves. They can push out the Ancient Hero, the top Dusty inside of XXM and Bend, and now they're
yeah, definitely going to be lacking stone. They can get a 500 metal, which is going to be their most valuable asset here, landing in Dusty. What I'm just interested to see is, they have no rotation items when you're looking over there, so hopefully they find something that's going to help them rotate later. There are no balls that spawn in Dusty, so no ballers. It's going to be very difficult to make to the late game if you don't have some sort of crazy rotation. Shadow Bombs.
Here's another fight going on towards Fatal Fields, and with how little materials there are, you got to think these players down low who are already just on white HP are in a tough spot, and there it is. Scarlet and his duo, Bell, get the quick elimination onto Brush. That's going to push back Brush's duo in the Fatal Fields to try to hide for a brief moment of the rough start right there. So much stone in Fatal Fields. I feel like Fatal Fields is an underrated landing spot.
You get everything in Fatal Fields. You definitely get wood and brick very quickly, and then metal gather around. Cars and things like that. Some tractors there in the sticks. But listen, man, I'm really curious as to why they're not pushing this.
Well, it's kind of a double. It's a double-edged sword too, because yes, Sizz is by himself, but we've all experienced how easily you can hide that brush there in the cornfield. These top players who land in the fields, how to actually navigate the loop in the board without breaking it. So
I need to break the board.
Right? I'm not going to back and pick up Brush's card. So this is key. And a common pistol. That will bring a lot of attention over. If you are Scarlet and Bell, are you sprint back over that fight? I think so. Now across the map, though. An engagement going out between KBB, Yuang, and their duo up against Vinny and Zexro, and there's the knock right there, Ninja.
Drum shotgun's very powerful. It's definitely underrated. You can get inside somebody's one-by-one right there. I mean, there's another knock with a drum shotgun, just absolutely wreaking havoc. Yuang trying to take this wall. I think his teammate is not going to be able to stay alive, so it's going to be Zex and Yu. He's got the shield advantage. All he has to do is play this patient. I'm going to be pretty sure that these guys don't have that many materials, so just needs to spray it out and hopefully find a chance to take it out, but heal it up.
Yeah, Zexro has minis as well as big shields, so we'll be able to get back the full shield. And Yuang now in a tough spot.
Zex definitely can interrupt. Reloads, take his time. I can take him out. He's definitely staying aggressive. He's getting the revive off now. One again. Players. I mean, have we talked about Storm Surge? I mean,
we haven't yet. I was going to let that be a bridge when we cross it, but
because 91 people left. I mean, how soon is it going to be?
We're going to have Storm Surge in every game.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like this is going to be nuts. If you guys don't know what Storm Surge is, basically the people the team that has done the least amount of damage.
Yes, and it tells the players all their screens what the damage threshold is. You're used to playing at home. You probably have never experienced Storm Surge in a normal game, but it is very common in competitive because everyone never lasts until late game. Earn those extra points and wind up getting those placement points to come on through. Watching Letwick and Quexy right now, it's so scrappy, Ninja. It's not your normal game where you get to lead up and freely grab everything you want. Here, I mean, look at the inventory. A common heavy assault rifle, 2 heavy bullets.
Yeah, I mean, people are not going to be able to lose. They're not going to be able to do normally. You'll have every single spot is definitely going to be impressive. Or having talented players who are surrounding you. You got to be constantly worried about getting sniped from the side. All it takes is 2 seconds to be caught off guard, and you can get dinged twice with an infantry rifle, and boom, there goes 160 health, just like that.
89 players left now in the lobby as Twiz and Cover H, the duo, do get cut down. 45 duos remaining. The second zone has just been revealed, and again, Storm Surge will begin after that. I absolutely think it's going to happen. That will be for 70+ players, so keep that in mind as this goes on. Players who haven't really done any damage will know that they're going to be at a point where their hand is going to be forced. They're going to have to put on a little bit of aggression. You're going to see the game pick up just a little bit here. There's Snappy and Red Rush. Already in the next zone, they're more than happy to just farm up this metal structure and claim it as their own.
They're actually very centralized as well.
Yep.
I mean, a really great strategy. We're going to see a lot of people get about this weekend and in duos is to just try to get in the dead center of the second zone and honestly just kind of pray that the circle is going to continue to rotate in your favor. I mean, I'm still looking at a lot of these guys' inventories. One guy just gets knocked in front of him, but like he's going to try it. It's not going to happen. There's a rotation item. I haven't seen a lot of shockwave grenades. I haven't seen a lot of shadow bombs. I don't see any launch pads in anyone's inventory.
Yeah.
It's going to be such a, like, the rotations late game are going to be nuts. People are going to get lasered out of the sky.
Letwick now all by himself in 1 versus 2. His teammate did go down. You see Parpy and Volks still quite healthy between the two of them. Over 140 HP for both of them. Parpy still playing the slow ground, trying to spray out the opponent. And look at the material count for Volks. 135 total builds. It does look like Letwick just kind of ran away, but I don't believe Letwick was able to grab his teammates' reboot card. So Volks by himself the rest of this game.
It's going to be almost impossible to perform alone when your teammate is knocked. And there's the Storm Surge warning. These guys are 106 above. You guys can see that, which means that there's somebody who has 106 damage less than them that is currently below the threshold, and they are going to need to hit some people, deal some damage. And that's actually the beauty of Storm Surge, right? You don't necessarily only want people kind of just lingering around in the one-by-one, praying that the circle moves. You're gonna see some fights that are going to force to break out because players need to get above that, or they're going to die. They're not going to be able to make it.
Now moving towards the Dusty Divot Diner. You see Clicks and Skeptic. Yeah, the very young duo from NA Easton. You just said yourself, I didn't even farm it. This is the beauty of right the top players from the world. Pick up on it. Snappy here. Materials to be farmed up. A lot of players, Ninja. Once they get max, they don't just stop there. They keep farming. They have an excess for more. If they materials, but on the bottom right of your screen, like Salt Springs, a lot of grenades being thrown right there. That's going to be Serpent Hype.
Hype in a decent spot. Yeah. You guys can look up the team map that we're staring at. Every single team is now in the safe zone. Everyone is safe in that circle. That's moving in. Double sniper is in play. For those guys who do not know, a heavy sniper will take out a metal wall, take out pretty much anything with 1,500 damage. Yes. Structures. So if you have two teammates who have double heavy snipers, they can see a team line up a shot of somebody hiding in a 1-by-1. Take them out.
And that changes the game completely. Once you hear double heavy, you can no longer sit still ever. Or if you know where they're at, you have to make sure you have at least 2 walls of cover on that side.
sees a lot of it already. He's trying to figure out right now where's he going to lead. Look at all these people who are already boxed up and already creating these tunnels. More shots coming down. And he's going to be able to make it. 8 grenades. So that could be, I mean, if you can get in a position where some players are already getting focused on the outside, 8 grenades, you might be able to clean up those kills too.
Yep, that's right there. They do box up in time. Did take some shield damage, but thankfully they have some minis to replenish that. Just a few brief moments as there's Eclipse now using them. He's got his teammate right next door as well. Medkit, looks like they're going to pop that too. Every little bit of HP matters. Saving the campfire for the late game, it appears. Ronaldo
save the campfire.
in the elimination feed right there. Here's a look at Mongrel earlier with his duo Mitro. They're set up currently in the zone. 68 players left.
Love watching this guy play, man. I'm serious. I mean, here's you just check his inventory. Only got 2 guns right now, which is immature rifle and a combat shotgun. So he has no spray guns. All right, spray guns are anything up to an SMG, tactical assault rifle, SCAR, anything like that. You know, you gotta have to have a gun that can shoot pretty quickly to kill players and hit players through their weapons. Look at that only 2 though. 5 slurps, 2 slurps. 5 chug flashes.
They already have a slurp ticking. This is insane.
They're super close to the zone as well. They don't have to move too far.
Yep, and material-wise, look at that, 135 total builds. They're in a fantastic position to make some noise. We'll definitely keep up to date with them. The slipstream slowly to shut down. It's still available in the current zone. A lot of players are going to use that to rotate on in free for the shadow bombs. There's your right there on the eastern side of the zone. None of these players are really going to be in the play. They're going to have to inch more towards the lake if they want to be safe.
Some of the best players are the best players in the world. Of course they are, man. I'm so excited for them. Of course, in these fights, the Storm's going to start pushing them. I just can't. You guys notice also, Stinks, man, these players are so talented. It's so hard to spray through their walls and do the damage to them. So you need things like grenades, like Stinks, fart bombs, to force people out of their 1x1s and try to shoot them as they're rotating away and trying to build 1x1s to dodge.
You see the Stinks right now going down on Mongrel! And Mongrel gets immediately ripped in 2 as it seemed like the lobby began to focus him right there. His duo still alive.
With good rotation.
Definitely has a bunch to, to be able to play with. The next Storm Surge has begun to kick on in. Mitro, 12 damage below, will have to begin to put shots down range. The zone pushing as well. So in this position, with the zone at their back, Mitro's goal, spray players who have to push the zone. They have one way they can go. They can't afford to take more damage. They've got to push right at him, and Mitro knows that. Now begins the fire. Dubs just below as well. One of the players who qualified multiple times in solos and then once in duos.
They also have some great rotation. 2 ballers still intact. And here's the thing that you just mentioned, all these players who are going to be rotating in, being forced to rotate in. Everyone knows that.
Very little ammo, but look, these are the last 9 assault rifle shots in Dub's inventory. It is getting scrappy, folks. There's the split. 80, meaning combined between the 2. Literally, they have about 150 shots to work with. The zone still pushing. 61 players left. Reminder, folks, this is game number 1 of 6 today in the duos competition. Dubs does go down as a player got that back wall. He wasn't quite ready for it. Mega frantically backing on up, trying to create some space. Will he be able to go?
He's going to
go
for
the
pop
pop.
that. He's got
the Storm Surge on.
He's trying to be aggressive. Oh, he's still below. Right, he's going to need to be aggressive. He's going to have time to revive his teammate. His teammate got finished, actually, so not all the shields in the world. He can get back up to full health. Storm Surge is still ripping him apart. That slurp is barely keeping him alive.
Hitting him for 25 damage every time it winds up ticking. There it is again, dropping on in. Mega's hand is forced. Some big damage right there, still below. As players are continuing to drop all around, but Mega doing a solid job of keeping himself alive right now. The Storm Surge. Fantastic composure again, one of the young players on this stage, looking to try to secure the title of Fortnite World Champion. No more Dubs. The duo
still
okay, down.
So now
finally
above. Finally above, and guess what? The most important thing for this guy is rotation. Yes, he's alone. Yes, his teammates down. Incredible kick. But maybe even clutch this. Shotgun. Okay, there you go. Got the combat shotgun. Great shotgun to have. Incredible damage. Great. And all the guys just rotated out into the zone. Max. This is distance being covered. Surge is insane. Finally, players left. And this is where things are about to get serious, guys.
Thomas drops some ammo right there for his teammate, Inclusion, and you see Thomas, that epic infantry rifle, one of your favorite weapons, Ninja.
Oh, yeah.
What is so good about that assault rifle?
It's 100% rewards pinpoint accurate players, right? There's no bloom necessary. Your marker, your aim is right on their head, boom, you're gonna get that headshot, you're gonna get 80 points of damage, and there's now the upgraded version of the Legendary Epic that has 10 shots instead of 8, so I mean, it just packs a punch, man. It can really catch players off guard, and that's exactly what you're going to need when you're playing against these top players who will literally build and protect themselves with each shots.
There are 45 players left in this very, very small zone. We are now on our 6th storm. You see it's about to begin to move. Zayton and Sat right now discussing exactly they should drop, pulling up their map, looking exactly where they're going to have 40 points in this one.
You already got people using it. Yep. It's a very far rotation for the second movement circle, so this is actually going to move very quickly. Stuck on the launch pad, building, it's going to be nothing. Who's going to try to take the high ground? Because after this first circle goes, this is what people see. How to use the high ground.
You know, high ground is everything in competitive Fortnite late game. Everyone frantically moving away from the common enemy of everyone, which is that storm circle. Macwood taking zone damage. Danger in the gun. Slowly moving up. Does land.
Storm?
Yes, but it's taking no storm damage, just playing right on the edge. Yeah, right on the edge of the zone right now. We'll just stay boxed up for a brief moment. As now there's 36 players remaining, stomping in the elimination feed. Arkrum now goes down as well. You can see the elimination feed on the top left to keep track of your favorite players. There's so much is going on. This is what tunneling is. When you hear players mention tunneling, this is it right here. You move with the zone, you tunnel your way and give yourself cover, but not a lot of materials left. Only 22 builds, and this zone is stacked. But look who's on the high ground. Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy.
So, good for you, alright. I have to owe you a bet there, man. Sad, alright. Bongo, unfortunately, is still alive. I mean, left and right being eliminated. More Savage. Okay, he already had high ground, though. The question is, are you going to try to take it? You know that you really want a chance to win this. You're going to have to try to take the high ground option or have a rocket launcher to just take him out of it.
So wicked. Mr. Savage just pulls up and beats the player out of the air. It's all Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage in the elimination feed right now. No duos remaining, Ninja.
Happened, man. Down to Benji. And not a lot left. They're only using one build left.
Yep.
That's
Total build trying to outlast him. those Storm Surges, even with them not getting very aggressive, they had 0 elims down to those final few moments. Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy, we have to talk about them for a second as well. The European young duo, they were on the high ground. It was looking good, Ninja, but so many players focusing them, the shockwave grenades as well, and they had no healing left.
It's unfortunate, man, when you have a group full of these players who are literally the best in the world. They know exactly how to win, right? So if they don't have the high ground, they know that whenever there is a moment, they have to shoot the high ground, have to drop it, shockwave grenades. I think that's actually what happened. It's shockwaved up and knocked them off the high ground.
Yep.
But when you have shield like Zayd napped it at the end there, and that high ground, I mean, it's over, man.
What a sigh of relief.
Incredible first game, and we're only just getting
started. 6 games being played today in the duos competition, in which $15 million will be rewarded. Tomorrow we do it all over again, except with solos. So you want to stay glued to the streams here for the Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Get involved in the conversation. Send Ninja and I thoughts after game number 1. Who surprised you? What are you looking forward to in games 2 through 6? For me, other things I noticed, man. You've got to be on your A game when it comes down to taking note of where you are with the Storm Surge. Those were longer Storm Surges that have lasted than I've ever seen before.
I've honestly never seen Storm Surge affect the game so much.
Yep.
Because here we are left. You know what I mean? Like, and these guys, they're not going to let you hit them. You know what I mean? And if you want to put shots on these guys, it's going to be when they're flying in the air, rotating, which you also expose yourself to a sniper shot. You know, absolutely. High risk, high reward, right? Are they going to make changes? A little bit more aggressive and trying to deal some damage as they rotate. That's where I want to.
That's a great way to think of it. I know there were so many people that want to give their thoughts on these games, but over at Unreal Island, we've got our very own his thoughts.
Thank you so much, Ninja, in the first match of the duos competition is over. The Victor Royale, well, experience wins out. We talked about Energy Zayd and Ghost Sap and how they've been playing so long together, and that was a prime example of re-roll it one more time, and we're going to break down kind of how they were able to keep the control. Now, pay attention right away. You can see on the backside, Sap has one angle while Zayd is back over the cards they've already established, but the angles they take make sure they're covering everything. They hear the shots below, they're putting the fire down towards them, and Scarlet is able to pick up Mitro, but doesn't have enough to get out. Zayd and Sap, 5 eliminations, victory royale, 15 points, showing that their competitive experience, their experience on stage, is winning out right now. They say, what nerds, you might as well be playing because they just good. Match 1 is over. Time to get back to the stage for match 2 is first.
Thank you very much. Here on Unreal Island, outside on the bench, enjoying the event themselves. But again, game number 1 in the books. Obviously, so many updates to see exactly where we stack up. In the end, those final moments can be so hectic. So before we hop into game 2, we will have a standings update for you all at home. Who do you think's up top of it right now? Well, guess what?
Zayd.
It's Sap and Zayd, but
and Benji, Mr. Savage, man, just incredibly like solo moves and plays.
Both of our predictions. And
they're still up there. Guess what? They're healthy. And they actually get some good rotation items. Let's see how they're going to play them.
Job winning out Mitro at the end. Not only does he stay alive, not only does he material. Game 1 to top 3 in our leaderboards. Again, here are your standings from game number 1.